One of the things I didn't really notice when, getting to more of like the filmmaking side and YouTube side is how expensive like the gear is. And like, these $1,000 cameras, these expensive mics, the tripods and all like the gear and equipment just to make like a simple short film could be like a lot of money, up to like thousands of dollars. It seems like everything that's like good quality is over like the $1,000, $2,000 range. But with making my short films and like kind of like the low budget aspect I have with it, I kind of found this way of like making like a good film and good quality stuff with little equipment with like very cheap stuff from Walmart, from Target, and from Amazon. I've been making like these low budget short films with like $0 budget or like $100, $200, $300 budgets. Just making these like little iPhone movies with my friends. Pick Up Arby's, which comes out pretty soon next week, and then The Weekend. A bunch of other ones that I've done. So I just want to put this video together just to kind of give some gear and just kind of like to give out some prices of some stuff that I've bought and kind of like just cheap gear that anyone can really use for YouTube or filmmaking, and nothing really expensive, because I know a lot of shit could be really, really expensive. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Parren. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a content creator and YouTuber, and I make short films and feature films on this channel, and I just love to talk about movies, filmmaking, and just kind of helping out other YouTubers and other filmmakers with their projects. So if that interests you, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Now, talking about like the gear and stuff. First thing I wanted to get when making The Weekend, my first one that we did 6 months ago, was getting a tripod. So I never really had a tripod or anything. I remember when I made stop motion stuff back in the day with like Legos and stuff, I had to get like tripods and stuff. I remember at Walmart and Target they had a whole bunch. I got this little one, so I got two for The Weekend. This little one, which is kind of broken now, it's kind of like flimsy, but I got this on Amazon. I'll probably have like a picture here and a link in the description. It's pretty cheap. This one is a small one, so it's like around $10, $15 or so. It's a pretty simple one. I've used this for like other YouTube videos. It kind of stands up on the desk, and it can expand a little bit, but it's more of like a selfie stick. Actually, now realizing it's kind of a selfie stick more than actual tripod. But selfie sticks do work. Those were like a big thing like in 2015 or whatever. I don't think really many people use them anymore except for like tourists. But it's a good tool nonetheless if you're you're just filming like outside, kind of like handheld stuff. I would recommend like if you're using your hand to like film the camera or whatever, it could be okay if you have steady hands, but like if you like hit into like the wall or something, or if you're doing like this, it could not be steady. Like and you look back at the footage later, and it's just a bunch of shaky shit. So tripods and like whatever is important to have. And then also this one, which I got at Walmart, I believe. Target and Walmart, I'm going to talk about that a lot in this video, so just get prepared. But it's very underrated how much good of equipment they have like in the technology sections. This one was pretty simple. It has a good base around it, and it also has like a level. I've used this a lot, especially for like twisty shots, especially like this. I'll put a clip on here for The Weekend, what I use this for The Weekend, and Pick Up Arby's, where I do like a zoom or like a 360 thing. But yeah, nonetheless, this one came in handy a lot. I really like this. It's definitely much better than the little one, just because I can stand it up actually straighter. I have more flexibility with like the shots. It looks clean, it's leveled, and yeah, I really like it. And the one I'm using now, which is probably my favorite one, I got this one on Amazon. I'll just take a picture of it and just show on screen here. But I really like it. It's very, it's very simple, but it actually goes up higher and it goes up really low. So that's why I really like it. The height that and the kind of like options you have with it. It also does the 360 and kind of up and down sort of movements. So that's also pretty good. One thing I also forgot is like, a car phone holder that you could use. I'm making these movies with my iPhone, so a lot of this is gonna have to do with like iPhones and like little stuff. But if you have a small camera or iPhone, you can actually use like your car phone holder for like, driving shots. Like if you're driving and let's say you're doing it with you and your friend, or if it's just even by yourself, if you're making a movie by yourself, you can have the phone holder and just turn it horizontal and just have that. I've done that a few times on my YouTube channel, not necessarily for my films, but just for like videos and stuff. But yeah, that's also a really good tool. So the next thing I want to talk about is mics. Now mics could be really, really challenging just because they're all really expensive. You know, the cheapest one I got is $105. I did a whole video on this and kind of like a review of it. I'm gonna put that in the description if you guys want to go check that out. But yeah, basically this is a good strap-on mic. I really recommend strap-on mics or like wireless mics because it just makes the whole thing so easier in the long run. I think, I got this idea from Joel Haver. He does a lot of like the clip-on mics and stuff from like far away shots, and he just has like the audio running. I did take a lot of inspiration from that, especially from the scene from Drowning in Potential and the scene that I used in Yo, What's Going On, Guys. Drowning in Potential from Joel Haver is kind of like the reason why I got into this like low budget filmmaking area. And you don't need like these expensive equipment. You can just have like clip-on mic, iPhone, and boom, you got like good audio. And for the quality and for the price of this, I think the audio quality is pretty top notch, especially with like other cheaper. I try to go like the cheaper route, like $25, $35 range, and those mics are just so bad. Like I wouldn't recommend anything under like $100. And if you're on a tight budget, I would just spend the money, go over $100 because mic quality is worth it. You don't want to have bad audio in your movie or videos. Now, as I mentioned before, I make iPhone movies at this moment, but I'm going to invest into like a camera in the future. They have some good ones at like Target and Walmart. I noticed at Walmart they have this really good one for under $100. I'm going to put some videos on screen here. Basically, I went to Walmart and Target and just kind of scouted what they had. Now, Target didn't have a whole lot. They have a lot of like $300 to $600 cameras. Now, those ones aren't really good for film. Those are more like for photos and stuff. I wouldn't recommend going for those just because those ones aren't really good for anything. But I actually did ask the guy at Walmart, and he said like this little one for like $90 was actually really good for a film. You just gotta get like an SD card and make sure you have that and whatever, and boom, is golden. Shoots in 4K, it's 1080p. Can't get better than that. And eventually, I do want to move up that ladder. I don't want to do low budget stuff forever, but at the moment, it was a good way because, as a kid, you're broke. As a 20-year-old, you're broke. So you want to invest, smartly. Going cheaper, but also efficient is also like key when doing this. And also Walmart has a lot of cool like GoPros and stuff, which I might use in the future. You might have to buy that, but they have a cool stuff. Just look around your like local Target or Walmart or Best Buy. Those have like a lot of like cool like cameras and stuff for under like $500, $400, and they're good quality. So take a look, ask the guy what you're looking for. If you're looking for like a GoPro, they have those. If you're looking just for like a simple one that just shoots 1080p, they have that. 4K, 2K, or whatever, 6K, 10K, I don't even know. And for the iPhone stuff, I only recommend using iPhone if you're using for your phone. Like I wouldn't recommend Samsung or Android just because, I think iPhones are becoming more like, advanced, and especially with the iPhone 15, they have like advanced camera settings. They shoot pretty well. It's good quality. They're making iPhones more for like YouTube and like filmmaking side, which is awesome for us. Especially like for the next iPhone, and just can't wait for like the next like settings and like what they add next to it. So we're going to do a little bit of a bonus section here. We're just going to talk about some stuff that I invested into, my gear. We talked about the main stuff: tripods, cameras, mics. I just want to talk about some other stuff like the editing softwares that I've used. So for one, I use this thing called CapCut. CapCut is CapCut is free, nonetheless, for everyone. It's very simple. It's kind of like an advanced version of like iMovie, and like it's kind of like Premiere Pro. It has a lot of good options, like the color filters. The options that you have are very, very good. And the premium is only like $10 a month. I recommend getting the premium if you go full in on the filmmaking side, just because there's so many options with it. And so many AI stuff, especially like the AI text. You can do the AI text in like 10 seconds for like a 10-minute video. That's crazy, Just so many like color filters and so many options, so many transitions. You get a lot of options with CapCut, and that's why I like it a lot. And especially if you get the premium version. the possibilities are endless for like the filmmaking side. And using Cape Cut Premium for my new movie Pickup at Arby's, there was so much like new possibilities I had opened up for me because I bought that premium membership. And this video is not sponsored, but I just really love Cape Cut and the Cape Cut premium version of it. But if you're just doing it for free, the free version of Cape Cut's just good enough. And also for like script writing, that's also one thing. If you get more into like the filmmaking side, is like actually writing scripts. Now it's interesting because when I was writing the script for Pick Up Arby's and my other ones, I was trying to find like a good platform to use, but it seems like a lot of them cost money, and it's a little bit odd because you would think like it's like just a blank page. It's just like just typing words. Why do you have to pay for it? And also one cool thing that I saw around like Target and Walmart, they have a lot of stuff for streamers. They have like a mic arm, like in case like you see those streamers have a mic arm, which I might invest into the future because I do want to do streams on my gaming channel one day when GTA 6 comes out. One day when it comes out. But they have also like cool lighting stuff. Now lighting that's not something I'm really big on. I'm more of like into like the natural lighting and doing like the lighting in the editing room. I'm not a big fan of like using big lights, on set or anything. At least not yet, but they do have that, and they have like streamer lights. Very cheap equipment. It's, not 10 stars by no means. It's very, very cheap stuff from like, China. But, if you're desperate, if you need it, it works. It's stuff that works at the end of the day. And that's why, Target, Walmart, these low budget places like Best Buy, Amazon even, they have a lot of great stuff that people aren't using. People are just going for like the more expensive stuff, like the $1,000 cameras, expensive mics. You guys got to go cheaper because you're going to save a lot of money in the long run, and it's going to be better for your content, your future, because you're going to invest that money into other things, especially down the line. So everything I've done here, I used for my first short film, The Weekend, which I did about 6 months ago. And then also for my second short film, Pick Up at Arby's, and a few miscellaneous projects like Yo, What's Going On Guys, and The Sprinkler, which I've done like a few other short films. And I do plan on doing my first, feature film, which is improvised down the line, which I'm going to invest more into like the filmmaking side and more like the cameras, invest more into like the mics and stuff. But at the moment, like just starting, like this is perfect for any like beginner, and just getting like the gear right and getting like cheap stuff from these places is key, when just first starting out. And obviously, if you're watching this video, you are probably a beginner looking for cheap stuff. So if you are a beginner in filmmaking, I am putting together a Discord with other filmmakers and YouTubers. So if you are interested, make sure to join that. Link is in the description. And that's about it, guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.